welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because I'm gonna be talking about basketball, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. So this past weekend, January 25th, yes, I had 2 basketball games and they went well. Well, actually, we'll talk about it all in this video. So first, actually, I want to talk about, if you are new, how long I've been playing Special Olympics, because I realized in my last video, my vlog, the first games of this season, I didn't mention anything. So if you are new, I've been playing basketball for literally forever. Since I can remember, but in terms of Special Olympics, I've been playing since, I want to say half my life, but I think it's been like literally even longer than that. Because I started when I was 12, 2011 I believe, and then I'm like 26 right now, so yeah, it's been a good amount of time, and it definitely has had ups and downs, but you know, throughout it all, one thing is the same. I love basketball with all of my heart, and I don't know, like, if you can always tell that when you're watching me play. We will talk about that in the second game. But I want to first start off by talking about my favorite part is defense. It's definitely one of those where I feel like people don't think about enough, and they only think about offense, and I'm always that type of person, type of player, where I'm just like, defense is where I act, okay? Like, I go all out on defense. I like to think if you are playing against me, I don't know, like, my goal is, like, I want the other team to be afraid of me, like, on the basketball court. Like, not in real life, of course, but, like, on the basketball court, like, I am so intense, and just, like, I am just, like, I put my all into defense, and, you know, I like to think it shows, throughout it. I definitely got some clips throughout the game. The first game, let's see, oh, I got a block. I almost got 2 blocks, but one of them was a foul. It was a foul, but I was close on that one. But I always, whenever I get a block, which is not that often because, you know, I'm only like 5'1", so like getting a block it can be hard when you're shocked. But I was pretty proud of myself. I was like, wow. And then I did force a jump ball, which I was so excited. So actually that was the second game. The second game, I will say, was more competitive, and I also play more in that game, and I don't want to say like I played backdoor, but I think it was more of the fact that I play more minutes, so the more time you play in a game, the more chances you're gonna have to do things. So I think that's why I feel like, oh, I play better in the second game, but I think it's because I play more minutes in the second game. But yeah, my team this year has been like the biggest ever. I think we have the most amount of players on my team, which I would say has its pros and cons, because for a while, like when I first started out in Special Olympics, there was only like 7 players on my team, like around that. So there was definitely times where I like play like almost the whole game, and of course I love it because I got to play so many minutes. But the con with that was the fact that I did get tired more often, and then once I get tired, I can't play as well. In terms of having a bigger team, for me, it's more of the fact that like I don't get to play a lot, and yeah, I do get to have more time to like rest and not be tired as much, which is good because the minutes I do get, you know, I get to go all out and play my best basketball. But yeah, I do wish I could play a little bit more, I guess, being honest, but you know, I have a great team. My teammates are amazing, so you know, it definitely like pros and cons with both. But yeah, I did play more in the second game because few teammates I think weren't able to save for that game, and then there was some other things that I got put in for. So yeah, that's what happened in the second game. So I did get to soak more in the second game, so I made more socks. There was actually one in the first game that I did get foul on, like the guy hit my arm, which I was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to shoot free throws, because I haven't shot the free throws in a game in like forever. Like, I cannot tell you when the last time I shot free throws in a game, and I think I'm a good free throw shooter, but like, it's hard to know. It's hard to know when you don't get to have that experience in a game. So I was like, ah, dang it. Dang it. But it's okay. It's fine. But that sock went in and out. So I have a feeling if I did not get hit in the arm, it would have went in. So yeah, I did get some rebounds. Like, I'm always like, oh my goodness, like whenever I get a rebound, I don't know, like rebounding, assists, like getting those, like I guess like basketball is way more than just scoring. Like, I know it's fun to see all the socks people make, players, like of course, but like I think, you know, getting assists, getting rebounds, blocking, like oh my goodness, like all these little things, or even like helping to create a skill from, you know, happening like with defense, like those things are so important. And yeah, I got some rebounds in both games, and I will say, actually I'll keep this in because, you know, I love to show the highlights, but I will show some like things I can obviously like work on. And one of them is there was maybe 1 or 2 rebounds I got where I like, you know, attempted to shoot after I got the rebound, and it did not work out well. I like to say that I'm better at long socks, like jump socks, than I am with closed socks. Like, I am more likely to miss a closed sock. So that's what happened, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I was just rushing and I wasn't taking my time, and part of that is because I feel like, oh, I'm gonna get my sock blocked. So that's something I want to work on, because I don't want to rush. Like, even like shooting a jump sock, like I want to practice like not rushing, but also like getting it up faster. That's kind of like a constant thing. Like, not rushing, but getting it up faster. Like, I want to have a good balance between the two of them. But I did get some awesome assists. Like, I have definitely practiced like my passing, and I'm really good at like, if people are guiding me, to like pass the ball like in a way where like I get it to my teammate, and I did that a few times. There was like a few, or like at least one I can think of right now where I'm just like, oh, I could have passed it better. Oh, there was one time where I definitely did a bad pass, and I was like dribbling down court, and I passed it before I realized that it was not a good idea. Yeah, I remember that now. The second game, like I said, was more competitive. We did not win that game. We won the first game, but not the second game. I have a feeling we could beat that team. It was just like, for some reason, like, some of our stocks weren't going in the second game as much as the first game. But yeah, the second game was definitely a team that was more like evenly matched than the first game, and that kind of happened, as I've mentioned throughout, you know, these videos. Oftentimes we're not playing an evenly matched team, but actually I will say this year so far is better. Like, I feel like last week, or like my first week, and then this week is, I don't know. I feel like it's better. I feel like it's slightly better than last year, because last year I remember there was a team where, like, there was like a ton of like people. I'm just like, oh my goodness, they are tall. I wish I was tall. Oh my goodness, just imagine if I was tall. I feel like I have said this before, but I don't think, like, I think my height is more a disadvantage to me than the fact that I can't use my right arm. Like, I will be honest, like, I don't think of my disability when I'm on the basketball court. I don't. Like, there's never a time when I'm on the basketball court where I think, oh my goodness, like, if I had full use of my body right now, I would get that rebound, or, you know, I would get that skill, or I could do this better. Like, I never think of that. Like, that is why basketball is so special to me, because it gets that one thing in this world, that one thing I can do, the one place I can go to, the basketball court, where I never think of my disability. Yeah, some other people watching me may look and be like, oh my goodness, like, she can't use her right arm. But, like, I never think of that. And I know, like, growing up, as I have talked about before, you know, the thing that motivated me the most was someone telling me, let her shoot. Like, I will never forget that. In the summertime, it was like middle school, I think, and that gets motivating me so much, because the one thing about me is when I'm playing basketball, it will be very hard. Unless my coach obviously tells me, I'm not going to go easy on you. Unless my coach obviously tells me and we're up by a ton. But yeah, I give my all to basketball, and I definitely, the second game, if you were there, and I'm sure the people who were there, they could tell that I was probably not having fun. And that's just who I am. And that was, yeah, a lot of the times when I'm on the basketball court, it can look like I'm not having fun, but I promise it's the most fun I'm having. it's just my favorite thing. Yeah, I can get frustrated at times, and I feel like over the years I've gotten better at handling it. Definitely better. And I try to, like, use my, like, motivation, everything, and use that towards my game and do the best I can. Like, I take it so seriously, as I have said it so many times, and I just love it. And even though sometimes it may not look like it, basketball is literally, because it means so much to me. And yeah, I'm just so glad I have, you know, a place to share with you guys, and a lot of you guys, like, follow me and love seeing my basketball videos, and you also play Special Olympics, so that is so exciting. I hope your season is going well, and you're having so much fun, and you're winning your games, and yeah, I'm just so excited for more games to come, and to work on the things I need to work on, like, you know, rebounding, and, well, actually, like, what I do after I rebound, because sometimes I'm just like, you know what, like, I could, you know, pass it. I don't necessarily need to shoot it. But yeah, I could honestly ramble on forever and ever and ever about basketball. I love it so much. But I hope you enjoy the clips that I got from this past weekend. more games to come, more games to come, which I'm so excited about. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, if you want to see more basketball videos, or just me in general. You know, I share my life, and you know, I've been in my vegan era, so anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye.